Balmoral Show, Northern Ireland's agricultural highlight of the year. So how did the Assembly get involved? Let's go and find out. This year, the Northern Ireland Assembly once again participated in the Balmoral Show with committee meetings at the site and meet and greet sessions with MLAs. With the show's grounds at a new site this year, we were looking forward to experiencing the show at its new home. It was a mixed bag for the weather, with some clouds and some much welcome sun. But the good thing was that Mother Nature kept the rain away for the majority of the 3 days. This was much to the delight of the crowds, and the show was as busy as ever. Assembly committees got involved with visitors and exhibitors alike. On Wednesday morning, the Committee for Regional Development held their meeting at the Assembly stand and heard from the Ulster Farmers Union on the A5 project. Jimmy Spratt, chairperson of the committee, talked to us about the importance of the show.
I think it's very important for the Assembly to be here today, actually out with the people. Also, the fact that this is the very first show at Balmoral Park at the Maze. It's important that we're here today, that we interact with the community and that we answer questions for the community that they may want to ask.
On Wednesday afternoon, the Committee for OFM-DFM held their meeting at the show and opened the floor to questions from the public. Chairperson of the committee, Mike Nesbitt, gave us insight on why the committee attended the show.
The RUS bring on the Balmoral Show every year, which is the biggest show and has plans to be even bigger. Here at Balmoral Park, as they're calling it, it's one of the main developments of the Maze site, and it in itself is a huge investment for our economy, and that comes under OFM-DFM. Ambitions to draw in £300 million of investment, create 5,000 permanent jobs, so it is absolutely core business for the department and therefore for this committee to scrutinise.
Of course, the Committee for Agriculture also had a presence at the show. Members of the committee were available all Thursday morning to directly engage with people attending the show and to hear views from the farming community. Paul Frew, committee chairperson, spoke about why it was so important for the committee to be at the show.
Primarily, we were engaging with the population and the community, and specifically the farming fraternity. They come en masse to Balmoral Show every year, and it's good to be able to speak to them and see what their feelings are, what their issues are, what their problems are. And indeed, this year there have been many issues and problems. We've went from one crisis to another, mostly weather concerned also. So it's good to hear from them and just to make sure that we can do everything we can to support the agriculture industry at this time. So it's very, very good to be here and for us to have a presence here in the Agriculture and Rural Development Committee.
The Assembly's participation in the show was not restricted to committees. The Assembly's community outreach team was also there to provide information about the Assembly and your local MLAs. So that's it for this year's Balmoral Show. I hope that gave you a good flavor of the Assembly's involvement in the show. To find out more about the Assembly, visit us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter @NIAssembly.